The Broncos and the 49ers are practicing together leading up to their game on Saturday night, and it was a rough practice on Wednesday for the Niners quarterbacks who are each picked off by the Broncos defense. The Broncos quarterback situation, not much better, but something that Broncos Executive Vice President of Football Operations and GM isn't worried about, telling USA Today, quote, "The good thing is we've got a good enough team around them. We'll be able to run the ball, and we won't throw them out there and say, you guys have to go win this. Do your job, make good decisions, and keep the team in position to win." And that's really all we're asking of that position right now. Max, which team has the worst quarterback situation?
The answer is actually the Miami Dolphins.
Really?
Yeah, because Tannehill last year, 2 years ago, their point differential was around 0. And they were 8-8, meaning they were fundamentally really an 8-8 type team. I was expecting Tannehill to take a step forward. They signed Ndamukong Suh. They're going to be a 10-win team maybe. But Tannehill never did take the step forward. Cameron Wake only got into 7 games, whatever. But that's the only team where the quarterback is pivotal, I think. When you look at Blaine Gabbert, they ain't going anywhere anyway. You look at St. Louis, L.A. now. Goff, he's a rookie. People know that's going to take some time. Mark Sanchez is no great shakes, but neither was Peyton last year, nor was Osweiler, and they managed to win the Super Bowl. And RG3, I think, is going to have a pretty good size. I think the people are sleeping on RG3 and what he's going to be able to do there, because he's shown in the past he could be a good quarterback. Tannehill is the guy on a team who could be something. Tannehill, who, because people consider him a real quarterback. He was 29th out of the 33 who qualified in QBR last year. He's a bad quarterback. We're expecting him to get better. He hasn't gotten better. His team is not bad. They could take a step forward with a real quarterback, and he's like the most pivotal kind of tipping point type player of all these quarterbacks we're talking about.
I don't blame you for saying that, but I respectfully disagree. Obviously, you have names like Geno Smith and people like that come to mind, but they don't count because they're not starting, and I don't anticipate that we'll see much of them, so we're not really including that. We're talking about guys that we know are going to be starting. Now, I have a dual category. I'm making up my own category.
Of course you are.
My own category, all right? And none of it is really talent. One is results. One is combination results psychology. When we talk about results, okay, the person that I would bring to mind is Matthew Stafford for the Detroit Lions.
Good one.
I'm sorry, you've been in the league since 2009. You've been to the playoffs twice with Calvin Johnson, Megatron, as your primary weapon, okay? And you can't win a playoff game? He has not won a playoff game, ever. You've been in the NFL for 7 years. You have not won one single playoff game with Megatron as your wide receiver. He's not there any longer, so we'll see what happens there. That name comes to my mind. I'm thinking in terms of results. I'm thinking how god-awful they were at times. You have to remember, I mean, I'm looking at Matthew Stafford here. 2-8 as a starter 1 year, 1-2 at another one. He only played 3 games. He had a 10-6 season, 4-12, 7-9, had an 11-5 season, another 7-9, 42-51. Okay? This is what his record is with 0 playoff game victories and only 2 playoff
I'm with him, Molly.
Wait, I'm so confused right now. You had all 32 teams to choose from, right?
Yes.
Any with the worst quarterback situation, and you went Matthew Stafford and Ryan Tannehill. I just want to be clear for America.
Yes.
Who would you argue?
I know exactly.
Point of order. I would have went with one of the situations that don't have a real quarterback.
Yeah, but San Francisco's not in a position even with a real quarterback.
We're going with guys we know have a quarterback situation and what you expect from them, because there's nothing to expect. The other name that I would bring up, of course, I'm going to reiterate my point because people thought I was joking or engaging in hyperbole. I was dead damn serious when I called Jay Cutler the worst quarterback in football, and it has nothing to do with his talent. We have to make up our minds whether or not leadership plays a role. Your ability to galvanize the troops and maximize the potential around you, because you're not just somebody who can fling the football and maneuver in the pocket, but you are a leader. Jay Cutler, to me, is a leaderless quarterback.
Quickly about Stafford.
I thought he would have went Osweiler.
Quickly about Stafford. Well, who's really expecting something from Osweiler? Quickly about Stafford. He has tier 1 quarterback talent. Always had. And sometimes he puts up tier 1 quarterback numbers. But when you watch him and look at the results on the field, they feel like empty calorie stats a lot of the time. And he is at best tier 2 quarterback, maybe tier 3. But the talent tells you tier 1.
That's why I'm not questioning the talent of Jay Cutler or Matthew Stafford. I'm questioning Jay Cutler's leadership, and Matthew Stafford, I'm questioning his results based on the personnel he had around him.
Of course, the answer is Tannehill.
He has an arm. All right.